Hello, hello. Shikeola Karimo here with the Stellar CEO, which is the place, the space, and the universe where people choose to boldly step forward and claim their stellar vision using beauty as a key that opens the door to the stellar life. So, most of you on my list have been following me for a while now, and with the recent articles that I have been sending out, I am kind of sensing energetically that some of you may be wondering, well, where is Shikeola going with all of this? I have been doing the newsletter, kind of offering the tools that I have been receiving to transform my life, to evolve. And lately, I have been sharing It's Playful Friday. And I have been inviting you to start kind of looking into listening to your inner child and paying attention to the conversation or the desires that inner child desires, wants from you, and how by claiming the inner child, there's some freedom that we are desiring that is being given from my own research and studies. So, from my side here, I am seeing the thread, and I even had one newsletter that I was asking you, can you see it? From my perspective, everything is very clear, and for the ones of you that are new, I just really just share my old process. And for the ones of you that have been with me for a while, so I talked about how I started communicating with you when I was a yoga teacher, and I was sharing the tools that I was receiving to go into the mind, body, spirit connection integration. And the teachings are always saying that everything is already there. It's just that we seem to be scattered, and we seem to compartmentalize ourselves. And the practice was to find a place where we are whole, when we are together. And through that journey, I found myself, because I was very attracted to design, paying attention to what is coming through me, that is desiring to come through me. Then I moved into the study of Feng Shui, and attached to the Feng Shui was also my desire of beauty through studying art and knowing about art history and understanding how we're using our artistic expressions to explore who we are. And through that journey, I found myself doing coaching when I'm learning or seeing another aspect of how to use tools from the mind, of understanding the limitations that we have been conditioned with. And that's something that came through the yoga practice as well, that most of us are conditioned being, right? Depending on the place where we were born, the family setting we were in, there are certain conditionings that were placed upon us. So one of the books that talk the best about that is Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements, where he really talks about how we are conditioned beings. And if you read that book, that will help a lot. And through that journey, at some point, I also brought you the book, The Seat of the Soul, from Gary Zukav. And through that book, we were realizing how being a conditioned being, most of us start living in this place of thinking that we are the personality level. So that means we are the sums of the mind, right? What we perceive. Whereas through the spiritual practice of yoga, the teaching has always been that I have a body. I am not my body. So which means there is more to me than this personality level. And most of us, most of society, most of the environment is locking us in that space of being the environment, of being the personality, of being the sums of the conditions that we were given once we took embodiment and came into the planet. We came on the planet as this person that we are. We're giving a name, came from a family, took a color of skin, and all of those things. And what I am seeing that, I am calling the thread, there is a certain thread through my practice of noticing, of awareness, that I am now seeing has been happening. So it seems to me that as I have been going through those different passages, I have been kind of removing some layers. I have been removing some layers out of the conditioning being born into an African family and certain conditionings that I received there. And then I moved to the United States, and there's certain conditionings here. And simultaneously, I have been receiving some tools that have been allowing me to peel those things out. And the newest thing that has come into my awareness is now this inner child. And the inner child, from the research and the studies that I have been doing, is an essence, it's a core. It is that kernel that in the spiritual yoga, we go to the center. We have 5 layers of being, and we go to the center. And that center is now desiring to express. So the way I'm seeing it, the way I'm seeing my thread, is that I have peeled out enough layers that there's now this place, that center of me, that is saying it is time for that center to come out. And as I share my stories with you, and I have always expressed that, whatever is about me is always about you. So as you are hearing me, as you're listening to me, it is like, okay, how is this relating to me? And through a number of the sharings, I have expressed that when I am offering something that I'm discovering, and you kind of apply that to yourself and say, where is that with me? What's the part that I'm missing? Or what is the part that I'm not seeing? I remember talking a bit about freedom is not free, and how I was discovering some skills or talents when I shared the story of Kiai the bird. And it's like, what else is within me that I am not aware of? So today I am coming to you to invite you. I decided to do a video because we haven't done that in a while, to kind of take my story and always see, how do I apply that to myself? What is the thread? So we're talking today about the thread, and I'm going to make this a series of videos, a couple more to come. And today I want to invite you and say, what is the thread? Are you noticing a certain thread in your life? Like if you take time to see from your adult life, things that you have been remembering or seeing, what's connecting you to what? What do you think is trying to come through? What's trying to kind of come to the surface so you can see it, so you can claim it? And this is why I'm going to pause for today, for this week, that there is a thread that's unfolding in our lives. And it is when we take time to start paying attention, that thread is leading us somewhere if we are willing to look at it. So I want to invite you to look at that and see, what are the stories that have been playing in your life where you can see where that thread is. So thank you for listening, and I am going to see you soon. Bye for now.